Hello, Western Oregon sports fans, and welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. I'm your host, Danny Barnes, and joining me in studio today, we have the head coach of the GNAC leading Western Oregon men's basketball team, Brady Bergeson. How are you doing today, Brady?
Great, Danny. Thanks.
You guys got your team off to a 4-0 start in the conference after 2 weekends of play, coming off a couple big wins this last weekend against Seattle Pacific and Montana State Billings. I know everybody was very happy when you guys started off 2-0 on the road this year. You guys went over and beat Northwest Nazarene and Central Washington. But I know it's one of those ones everybody still that Seattle Pacific game kind of circled on the calendar because that team had come off a win, an exhibition game over Arizona. They've been playing together really since about the end of August together.
Yep.
Just talking about this one that really kind of was one of those statement games for your team, at least early in the season going forward.
Yeah, you know, Seattle Pacific's been the standard or one of the standards here in this conference for some time, and anytime you get a chance to compete against them and come out victorious, that's a really good win for your program. And I'm really proud of our guys. We executed our game plan pretty well, and we stuck to our guns on what we were trying to do defensively and offensively, and it paid off in the closing minutes down there. And that's a terrific team. They've got for those who came and saw them play, I mean, they've got shooters all over the court. They can really spread you, and they've got some dominant interior players. And they're really hard to guard. They're really well coached. They're tough, strong, big, and they have the full package. And so, it was a hard-fought, very hard-fought victory, and it took every bit of 40 minutes to come out and a big play at the end to kind of put that away. But again, anytime you get a chance to lace them up against a team of that caliber and come out victorious, that's a really good win.
And as you talked about right there, closing minutes is almost be the theme of your season, especially your GNAC season up until that through the Seattle Pacific game. You guys have really been finding ways to win there at the end. You guys have been executing at the end and getting those defensive stops when you need them as well.
Yeah, we do. Our guys have really have figured some things out defensively on what we're trying to do, and they've really stuck to the concept of our team, cover each other's back sort of theme defensively, and it's paid off, and we've guys have been able to make plays, and not just on the offensive side, but the defensive side as well to close tight games. And
you guys are holding conference opponents to just 67 points per game right now. Pretty impressive number you have right there. And then in these 2 ones, you held both opponents to 60 points or less. Montana State Billings did come in on Saturday. You guys got up on them pretty big. They only had 29 points there just a little bit after halftime, only 23 at the half. They did end up scoring 60, but once again, it was a very strong defensive effort for you, even though they knocked down a couple shots there at the end.
Yeah, that's a team who, everybody in this conference is pretty good. And they gave us some problems. They're pretty athletic and they're well balanced. They've got a good cross between some slashing athletes, some really good offensive rebounders, some of the best in the conference, and then some shooters that they spot up, and they run their stuff well. And so, I think they jumped on us a little bit early and got the first couple of hits in, and then we tightened things down a little bit defensively. We were actually, I think, able to. I think we held them without a field goal for 12 or 13 minutes there between the end of the first half and the end of the second half there, if I remember right. And that was really kind of where we got to separate a little bit. And from there, it was sort of back and forth, tug and pull on through the backstretch. But again, our guys responded, to their runs, and I was proud of them for that. And once we kind of got stuck in defensively a little bit, we were able to sort of pull ahead and make our move.
And you guys had some good offensive efforts there against Montana State Billings from your 2 senior guards, Kyle Long and Blair Whedon both scored 18 points. And with those 18 points, Kyle Long now has 937 points in his career as he attempts to become a very select handful of people in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference to actually get 1,000 points. So just want to make mention of Kyle Long right there. He's, as we mentioned right there, 63 points short of it, becoming the 47th member of the GNAC to ever reach 1,000 points. So good job for Kyle, and really just, Coach, good job for you and your team this weekend, just setting yourself up for future success in the GNAC, and as you guys run your record to 11-2 on the season and 4-0 in the conference play early in the season.
Thanks, Danny.
So thanks, Coach, for coming into the studio today, filling us all in on what went on this last weekend. And thank you all for watching this edition of Wolves Weekly.